What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Rob. So I was just listening to the radio and I heard this story from a pastor in Minnesota at the Mall of America. And this is disgusting, man. Okay. So apparently, to give you an aspect of what's going on, so apparently there was a preacher or a pastor preaching at the Mall of America, and he was talking to these two Muslim women, and the girls were having a conversation with him. It was completely respectful. No harm, no foul, and anything was going on at the time. Another woman, another bystander, I believe, saw what was going on and reported it to the mall police or security or whatever. And they told the pastor that he had to leave and he was going to be detained. And the pastor asked why, why am I being, kicked out? Like, why am I being, detained just for practicing my religion? And the security guys were like, we don't allow, religious talk in here, and we've dealt with pastors before and all this other stuff. And so apparently they didn't arrest him, but they put him in handcuffs. They detained him. They took him down to the basement of the Mall of America, left him down there, refused to give him any food or water. And he did request water, and at first they refused it, but eventually they did end up giving him a little glass of water. And eventually the police had to come up there, and they had to remove his handcuffs, and he ended up having to pay a $78 fine. Now, I know it's not a huge fine or anything, but that's $78 he shouldn't have to pay for being an American. And okay, not only is he an American, he also has preached in Iran and Turkey, places like that in the Middle East, and he has been persecuted in those countries. He actually was arrested in, I believe, Iran for handing out Bibles. And the funny thing is that Iran said that they arrested him because he thought that the Americans were paying him to hand out Bibles. And when he came back to America to seek solitude and just peace, he never thought he'd have to deal with something like this, where as an American we have the right to practice our religion and we have the right to freedom of speech. So I wanted to show you guys this because it's not just starting with Alex Jones or conservatives either. It's going to be whoever they don't like. And right now, the SJWs or the left or whoever is controlling everything right now, their biggest enemy is conservative Christians. And you don't have to agree with me about my beliefs or anything like that. I'm just trying to tell you how it is, okay? Look, when they go... Okay, let me put it to you this way. Do you think that if a Muslim or a Buddhist monk was out there just peacefully talking to just random people at the mall, do you honestly think that a complaint would have been filed or even taken up? I guarantee you, if they would have been like, hey, this Muslim person's out here, preaching to these other people, and I don't like what's going on, I guarantee you they probably would have been like, dude, chill out. And they probably would have called you an Islamophobe, which in reality, dude, you should just chill, man. I mean, we all have we all have freedom of speech, and we all have freedom of religion in this country. So as long as ain't nobody hurting nobody, I ain't got no problem with it. But this is a joke, man. This just goes to show that the country is straying farther and farther away from God. And like I said, whether you believe or don't believe in God, that's not the point. The point is, God was a big foundation of our country for a long time, and it was a reason why our country was so great, in my opinion, for a long time, because it held us accountable to something higher than ourselves. And nowadays we hold each other accountable, and it does not work, in my opinion. I mean how many controversies have we had the past couple of years off stuff that would never even been touched 5 to 10 years ago? This is all an attack on conservative Christians. They banned Alex Jones. They're banning Gavin McInnes. They're going to ban Candace Owens. They want to ban Donald Trump. They want to ban Christianity. And it's getting to the point where Christians are the only ones that are getting... Christian conservatives are the only ones that are getting bullied. And thank God Alex Jones and other people are actually going up and confronting people like Marco Rubio and CNN and all them, and telling them straight up, you guys aren't doing anything but harm to the country. So I just wanted to show you guys this story because I was listening to it and I just could not believe it. It's like this, and I read up more on it, and the guy, like I said, he's been to Turkey, he's been to Iran, places like that, and he was arrested, and he said that he was arrested and abused in those countries, and he said when he came to America, he sought, peace, and he thought that, he'd be protected against this kind of tyranny, but apparently not.